Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great morning, evening, middle of the night, wherever in the world you are. I'm just so excited that you're here to join us. My name is Nicole, and I'm a digital business owner. And I am here, and I'm joined with four beautiful women who are all business owners. So I'm joined with Leanne from Australia, Alma from the UK, Serena from Australia, and Vicky from Canada. Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi everyone. Hello ladies.
So if you haven't joined us before, once a month we all get together and we do this series called the Carepreneur. So today we're actually talking about carepreneurs making the move to the digital. And this is actually our 20th episode, if you can believe it. So it's super exciting. And carepreneur is actually someone who not only looks after themselves, but cares for someone else. I think most of us here have someone that in our lives that we are looking after in probably not your sort of normal traditional way, like if you've got people going to school and all those sorts of things. But I'm going to let everyone else explain that about themselves. So I'm going to get Leanne to introduce herself first, and I'll go last.
Hi guys, thank you, Nicole. I'm a carepreneur in the way that I have a foster daughter who has high needs, and she's very dependent for all her cares, and so I've been fostering now for 10 years. Which is amazing, and it's been an incredible journey. And I actually found this business because of her, which I'm forever grateful, absolutely grateful. Thanks, Alma. Your turn.
Thank you, Leanne. Good morning, good afternoon. It's actually good evening here from the UK. I'm Amma, based in the UK, obviously, and I am a mum to a super fabulous young man who actually has a diagnosis of autism, but he also has additional needs. And that is what makes me a carer, because my son needs support consistently so that he can have a good quality of life. I'm also a digital business owner, like my fabulous co-host as well. And I will pass the banner on to Vicky.
Thank you, Amma. Hi everyone. My name is Vicky, and I'm based in Canada, Ontario, actually. And so I'm a mom of three, a wife, and one of those three kids has special needs, and is 24 hours care for her. So, yeah, that's me.
I love it. And you're still smiling. Serena.
Yes. Hi, ladies. Good morning world from Sydney. My name is Serena. I am a mother of three, and at the moment, my job is also a dental assistant, and on the side is a digital business owner. And I cared for my son. He's also diagnosed with autism, and he lacks social skills. And because I need to take him to the appointments to build his capability to learn the everyday skills to be dependent on himself. And one day I'm not here anymore. He will be able to sustain his life to the best that he could. So that's why I'm helping him to grasp as much as those skills to be able to live an independent life when I'm not here to care for him and all. That's why I found this business, and at the same time I also creating him a business as well, where he's running his business at the back end. I'll just the face representing him on his business for him. And back to you, Nicole. Thank you.
So cool. I love that so much. And my story is that I have a son with chronic pain condition, and it was a sudden onset thing when he was in his second year of high school, and it definitely turned my life upside down, but it put me on a different trajectory. And without things like this happening, I would have just been very happy living in the corporate world, not knowing any different. But I now have this amazing opportunity with this business, and to the fact that like I now no longer work in the corporate world as of today. And it's very exciting because my digital business is my main stream of income, and I am here to empower people so that they know that there is another way out there. Now, I'm so inspired with everyone here who's just been chatting. Like, there's people with additional needs, there's people with emotional things, there's people that need support 24/7. The one thing that we all have in common is that we have a heart for our family, but we also want to provide and we want to leave that legacy for them.
Yeah.
So today's topic, we're actually really talking about going from a caregiver to a CEO and overcoming that self-doubt and embracing leadership. So I'm a very confident person, and I've run lots and lots of teams over 20 plus years in management. But there's just something uniquely different about being an entrepreneur and needing to be self-driven. So I would love to hear maybe something that's been a little bit of a challenge in that sort of mindset when you first move into running your own business. And we'll start with challenges. And then once I hear from everyone, like, we might flip it and see like some of the stepping stones that you built life and how you've become amazing leaders, because every single person in this room is an amazing leader. But very quickly, I actually want to acknowledge we have someone watching from Spain. Hi,
Natasha.
I absolutely love seeing where people are watching from. So if you are watching, just type in where you're from, and we'll pop you up on the screen. So my first question, ladies, when you moved into your own business, what was something that you struggled with? Go, Lee.
Go, Lee. I think the main thing that I struggled with was the unknown. As my background is in nursing, I was a pediatric nurse for 6 years before I became a foster parent. And there's something about, setting out a plan, having a list of, an expectation of how something is going to pan out, and, being able to do a risk analysis on where I'm going. But for me, with this digital space, there was this unknown whether or not I could do the skills that I needed to do. What were the things I needed to ask? How do I run a business? There were definitely questions and fear there for me of the unknown, and I didn't even really know how to ask the questions that I needed to ask to get the information that I needed. So I've got a lovely saying that is, you don't know what you don't know until you know what you don't know. And that really, that was my biggest thing. It was a faith journey for me, taking one step in front of the other.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing is like there was self-doubt, and you didn't have those tasks as such, and those expectations of results straight away and different sorts of things.
Well, yeah, maybe not so much yes to what you're saying, but there was no clear, for me, if I do this, this will happen. And, with nursing, you sort of have that detective hat on. And so I think for me, I was like trying to work it all out. And sometimes you don't have the whole picture. You've only got the step right in front of you. So that was a faith journey for me.
Yeah. I love the faith journey.
Yeah.
Alma, what's been some of the interesting things since you've been a digital business owner?
Listening to Leanne, and also when you mentioned CEO, for example, Nicole, and then just listening to Leanne talking about self-doubt, and what came into my mind was mindset and flipping things around. And when you put a label on things, we kind of sometimes panic, because that's what I did in terms of I'm now a digital business owner. But when I sat and I thought about it, you don't need to be tech savvy with this business, but I panicked because it's like it's online. But the reality is, in the world that we live, we do things online anyway. The panic, I'm now my own boss. But the reality is, because you're thinking, but the reality is, especially as caregivers as we are, we wear so many different hats and we get on with life.
Yeah.
But when there's that label, you're starting to panic about, yes, the unknown. You're starting to panic because your mindset, to a degree, when it comes to earning, well, for me, because I've worked in quite a few different corporate positions, both public and private. When I'm earning, I'm an employee. And now I'm my own boss. But the reality, we all know, especially in the professions that we do, as the employee, we do the majority of the work and we have so many skill sets. And it was, for me, flipping that mindset and not panicking with labels, and actually embracing what this business has to offer. One of the things, flexibility, but you're not alone. And B, I can do it, and you ladies can definitely do it as well, because we have so many skill sets, especially being caregivers, because we have to wear so many hats. You're a secretary, you have to make sure you go to certain appointments, you're dealing with consultants, you're dealing with so many things. So for me, it was flipping my mindset.
Yeah. So good, Alma. And it's sometimes you need help and guidance on how to flip that, right? And that's what's so beautiful about this community, and particularly about this group of carepreneurs as well, because if you just say I'm having a rubbish day, we know that it's not that you kicked your toe, there's stuff going on. Love it. Vicky, can you just share with people, some things that you might have had to overcome when you started as a digital business owner?
Of course. Really, when I started this business, at the beginning, I was like, where am I in? Am I going even to find a time to do it? Because you started, you have an employment, and caring for my daughter. So I was worried, maybe I won't have a time. But the beauty of this, you don't have a schedule you have to follow. You have to make your own time, and you don't have okay, you have to commit maybe an hour. It's your schedule. So whatever free time you have, you just work on that business. And another thing really that was kind of challenging, it was putting myself out there. So you okay, so am I going to be able, what am I going to say to people? But given that the training is really provided step by step, that is what really helped me to get that confidence and saying, if everybody was able to succeed, why not me? Why not me? So then I kept on pushing, using that little time, and then here I am. And what I like it gathers people from all over the world. How could I meet you guys if I wasn't in this business?
Yeah.
We're
so grateful that we have met you as well. And that you share your life with us and with people all over the world, and so that people can actually have that sort of step up, they can take control of their life now because of this business, which is really a beautiful thing. Awesome. Just before we go to Serena, I want to say a big hello. We have Lisa from
Hi,
the
Lisa.
UK. And I did also pop up. We have the wonderful Tina Willis
Oh,
saying hello to
hello.
everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to even pop questions in the chat. We love a good interactive sort of chat. Miss Serena, it's all been a bed of roses since you started, hasn't it? It's just perfect. You've jumped in straight into leadership. Okay, let's just get back to reality. How's it kind of been for you?
Well, I would love to be what you've just said, but no, the reality is probably like everyone, the majority of our digital business partner here. I am a very introvert person, and I come from a background running my beauty salon, so I have little or no skills on internet space, or that I have the the so-called experts on running a digital business on the internet platform. So I have self-doubt as well, that whether I can run this business, I know how to do in this. But thankfully, we have a really comprehensive training site that I realize if I want to succeed in a field or industry, I have to learn the skills that I need to run that, to be master at that in that industry. So I plugged into the training
Please, I lost
site.
you for a second.
You lost me? Can you hear
There
me?
you go, Serena. I think we lost Nicole.
Nicole,
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I thought I dropped out.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Am I back?
Yeah,
Sorry,
you're back.
ladies.
Yes, you are back. Yeah, I plugged into the training site step by step. I learned the skills and I learned the knowledge, and then I just followed step by step to build my my business. And there are so many beautiful, generous leaders in our community. They generous share their skills, experience, and how they the path where it leads them to successful space. So I follow that, and I make sure that I have the discipline to watch the training, the mastermind. If I can't, because of the my daily life, I can't plug in live. I can't tune in live. Make sure I watch the replay and take note and apply whatever skills that I can to grow my business. And that's how I overcome my self-doubt.
I love it.
Thank you, Nicole.
Love it. And I love the fact that like you have so many transferable skills when you start as well. Like you were running a business. So it wasn't like you just didn't know anything in life. And I think I would say that about everyone here. Like you all have skills that you've brought to the table and skills that you share with others. And that's something I think I personally had to grab a hold of as well when I started. When I very first started as a digital business owner, I had a very successful career as well. And I'm like, yeah, I got this. And I had a really high expectation. And things didn't fall into line quite as quickly as I was hoping. And I was like, what's going on? Like, I don't understand. And I was still in that employee mindset. And the mindset is so huge. And I can't even pinpoint exactly where it happened, but somewhere along the last sort of 4 years, there was a click, and it was just like, oh yeah, this is it. And it was just like, I don't know, like I'd turn up on videos with a different presence, and I just know because I know, and that has been sort of changed my business completely. But I also surround myself with key people that influence my life for the better. So, you know, Leanne, who's on here, everyone on here are amazing sort of people that speak into my life. And I'm human. I have days where I'm like, I don't wanna. But I do. I pick myself up and I do. And but it might just be a message or a whinge to Leanne or something, and it's like, okay, I'll get over myself and I'll keep going. It's like, have you done your mindset work today? Have you tapped into the training today? Or, you know, do you just want to chat about things, and then we'll just keep going? So for me personally, that really helps my mindset and helps me to overcome that self-doubt and then to sort of raise back up into that leadership, which like I know that that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help empower people, specifically women, to become amazing business owners and be able to change their world. Leanne, do you have some hot tips for us about?
I do have some hot tips. Because before I did comment about, I didn't know what questions I needed to ask to run my business. I'd never had this experience before. But when I connected with people, when I joined into projects that were going on within the different groups through the community, I was able to study. I was able to study how people live their life, how they present themselves, their ownership of their own business. I was able to listen to, there was an amazing lady, actually, Adeline Ong, I'm giving you a shout out. But she would ask a question, but then she would ask the same question 5 different ways. Just, you could see her painting a picture for herself to really understand the issue. And I used to think, oh, you've already asked that question. But then it was like, actually, no, you asked it a different way. So, but I was always learning from the way she ran her business. And I'll just let you know, too, Adeline's business is it grew insanely fast because she was always in there. She was asking, she was present, she let her voice be heard. I didn't know how to let this little voice out. So it took me a little while to find my groove, I guess you could say, in the business. But I found it because I was able to rub shoulders with amazing people that were doing it, and learn from their clues. Success leaves clues, and it's getting around those people that are successful. So that's my hot little tip.
I love it. I love it. Great tip there. Alma, do you have some hot tips on becoming an amazing leader?
It's sort of jumping on the back of what Leanne said in terms of, you know, community. And I was talking about mindset. Even before I started this business, mindset comes up in life, but I didn't fully embrace it, I think is one of a better word, until I came into this business. And that wasn't from my own doing, but was because I joined one of the fabulous communities, because we have so many different communities within the business, the main business community. And there is a law of attraction community, and that really helped to grow my mindset. And actually the lady who runs it, I'm going to give her a shout out because she jumped on Tina. So it's again about embracing yourself with the right kind of people, you know. And we have that opportunity, whereas when you're doing other businesses, you can still do the same, but you need to do the legwork to find those people. But with this business, there's so many different communities that the people are already there, and it's about building those relationships. And I don't know about you ladies, just quickly, one last thing, and I feel I was like that. Serena was saying,
sorry everyone, I'm not sure what's happening here.
No, we're still here.
Can you
hear us? We're
Hi
still
everyone.
Here.
Sorry, I'm not sure what's happening. It's raining. I don't know why the rain is affecting us so much.
No, it's still there. But people, one of the fears is putting yourself out there. I mean, the online space is here to stay, and it's the norm now with all these different social media platforms. But with this business,
Yeah.
they've just brought out a new training, faceless marketing, where you don't need to actually put yourself out there. There's just so many different things that are provided, that are offered. So for
Yeah.
me, yes, the community, but also you need to make sure that you align yourself with the right business to start with.
Yeah. Yeah. Love it. Thank you. Vicky, what are your hot tips?
Really, what helped me, I would say being consistent. And also, when you're learning, when you're doing your training, if there's something you don't understand, it's better to go back, really, instead of like trying to move fast to finish the training, because that can hit you when you think you are far, but you will be obliged to come back to to go through the other lesson you didn't really understand, because it's like if you don't understand this lesson, even the next one maybe you won't understand, because they are all connected. So being consistent, and also don't be discouraged. What Take one step at a time. You're not competing with anyone. You have to do it on your pace.
Yeah. Very, very true. Step by step and on your terms. I love it. Miss Serena, what's your hot tip?
Like I said, I am introvert, and be able to found that courage to step out and to maintain that motivation. You know, the fire. I realized learning with a small group, or have that learning together, sharing what we have learned, and it's just keep each other accountable and show up and help each other have that motivate to go about our day. And I actually have a group that we learned at 9 o'clock in the morning, and in Sydney time, and 5 o'clock in Vietnam, 5 p.m. in Canada. So we shared what we learned, because three heads is certainly better than one, and we were able to share what we have learned in the training side. So every day we have three things that we can that we shared and learned from each other. Maybe three life skill set, or the tips that we able to contribute to grow our business. And it makes it fun, and it keeps us each other plugged in, and we collaborate and do projects with each other. So it makes it fun at the same time while you are growing our own business. Yeah, that's what we do.
I love the fact that you talked about fun, because that's what keeps me going. Like, enjoy yourself. Whenever I
Yes.
put too much pressure on myself, that's when the wheels fall apart. But if I just
Yes.
remind myself that it's fun, and I'm going to do these things, but it's fun, then that's when success happens. Honestly, like, most of my success happens when I am away from my computer and I'm out having fun, or I'm doing, I've just done some new training things for myself, and I'm like, I just feel it. I know there's going to be someone that decides to become a business owner today, and then bam, that happens. And I just love seeing it happen as well. Well, thanks very much, ladies. We're right at time, and I just want to thank you so much for joining us. If you are interested in becoming a digital business owner, please reach out to the person that you're watching, like on their page, and find out some information, find out where our websites are, watch the webinar, and realistically, take action straight away, because who's it going to hurt? No one. Yeah. You can actually take action straight away. If you look at it and you go, oh, it's not quite me, you can even get a refund within 30 days. But honestly, you're not going to want a refund, because you are going to live an empowered life and just elevate yourself to the next level. So thanks very much, everyone. I will chat with you all next month.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend.